Good then. Hey guys, and welcome to the stream. Let me set everything up. Get this over here. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. So, on the outside, this is a typical dating simulator, gameplay-wise. On the inside, apparently it's some sort of deeply disturbing, and I have absolutely no clue why, what, where, and how, but I'm into finding out why people freak out about it. I mean, I literally just opened the game and it already tells me this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. That might be a pretty good indicator of what's to come. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit that. I like how it's a .moe address. So, if you're watching this and you are some sort of easily disturbed, visit that first if you don't know the game. As I said, have no idea. I am also not easily disturbed, so whatever. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure to highly disturbing content. I guess I'm actually like literally twice that age. Hi. Team Salvado. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Again! Also, apparently the game's not suitable for people who like a consistent 60 FPS. I'm sorry. Get the music down. A bit. Auto forward time, text speed. Get the text speed up. I'm fine with that. Auto forward. Just keep it that way, I guess. Okay. Sound effects, maybe? Thank you. That's a whole lot more enjoyable. I guess I'll leave this at a somewhat reasonable level. Okay. I guess we can't load a game since I don't have a saved game. But let's just start a new game and see where this goes. Please enter your name. I'm just gonna go with that. Yeah, consistent 60 FPS is definitely not something that the game is capable of doing. I'm very sorry for actually criticizing that, but I seriously don't like that. Either way. Hey? Okay, I'm gonna maybe try voice acting the people a little bit. I'm not very good at that. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Oh, great. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Okay. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. I don't know that feeling. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better of running away. Wow! Dude! However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Okay. I overslept again. Yeah, apparently. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Wow! Dude! You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. According to the text, I was. That's mean, Deadman. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that is mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple of... Wow! Dude! This guy's an asshole! Oh... Man... Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Deadman, have you decided on a club to join yet? I don't think so. A club? I told you already I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I ended up quoting my own character, okay. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she says she's going on about. The kind of conversation where you just yeah, whatever. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. This is getting too real? Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Wow. Apparently, my character isn't the only way to direct, asshole. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? That came out of midfield. And you know you're happy, and I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Yep. I at least don't run that risk. Not in education, employment, or training is what NEET stands for. Since I am currently studying chemistry, that doesn't apply to me IRL, so I'm fine. You trust me, right? I guess. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. That's the school day I'd like. Over before I know it. I've never had that happen at any time in my life. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. They store that in the closet down the hallway. I think there's a little bit left there, maybe. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello. Sayori, hi. Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Okay? Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. What is it with the characters in this game? Is that what is supposed to be so deeply disturbing about this? Man. So far I'm laughing more than I'm disturbed, by the way. You don't need to wait up for me if I'm going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Oh, I guess I'm going there anyway, since, literature club. It's in the game title. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. And in fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. Sayori, please. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. That I guess I could come for a cupcake. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Long enough? Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Good one. Sayori is obviously the devil. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1, what kind of... I'm gonna go with subtle voice. Seems accurate. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. And I'm not going to pitch my voice to anything different. mostly, since I'm bad at that specifically. Sayori always says nice things about you. Is it just me, or does Sayori just have a huge crush on my character, and my character is a huge asshole towards her at all times? Except for when saying no to her in any way. I don't know. Girl 2. Seriously? You brought a boy? I guess that works. I don't know. Way to kill the atmosphere. Thanks. Apparently that one knows me. Ah, Deadman, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Triple dots. How do you voice triple dots, by the way? I'm gonna figure something out, I guess. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Well, I guess. What are you looking at? I don't know. You? If you want to say something, say it. No, not really. Sorry. Natsuki. Humph. Humph. Humph is a good line. A very good line. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Okay. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? I forgot to do the voice. That's right. Apparently, yeah. It's great to see you again, Deadman. Monika smiles sweetly. What the heck is that pose? Apparently, she also has a crush on me. Holy fuck. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. That's one thing about Japanese classes that I absolutely don't get, that you get put into different classes every year and you can end up having different classmates in every year. Like, I don't know about you, but we usually have one class that we stay in throughout all years. Like, only the number for the class changes. And the people stay the same. But, yeah. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Yeah. Basically completely out of my league. Yeah, if you're shooting that low, sure. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit... me and voices. Excuse me. I had to drink something. Come sit down, Deadman. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Okay, I guess. The girls have a few desks arranged in to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Yeah. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. That's incredibly cute. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers. I look for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Probably. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this somewhere before? Have I? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know. You know, you, dummy. What's that character profile called? Tsundere? Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole set. Don't go on screen when I'm talking. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess I don't normally drink while reading. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Well, personally, I do enjoy reading. I just wouldn't join a literature club, because that's dumb. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Sayori practically dragged me here. I was afraid of this question. Sometimes something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I end up quoting this guy way too much before he actually says stuff. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member if for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader for the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Oh, does it? I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So... So, Dabman, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Excuse me. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you off throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes you think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for brief moments. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write... That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were writing on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori, please. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Yes, you are. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Triple dots. I still don't know how to voice those. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Triple dots with a question mark? How do... I'm desperately searching for anything I can put there. I guess if chat has an idea, I'd go along with that. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Quizzically. If I didn't watch Vsauce on YouTube, I wouldn't know what quizzically means. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. That would include me. I hate poems, personally. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone's even. Triple dots. I seriously want to have some sort of sound for the triple dots. Yeah, let's do it. Of course Sayori would be into that. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Deadman? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I'll lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Okay. But... I'm sorry, I thought... That man... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Okay. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision with... when it's like this? Like this! That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Heck, that was quick. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. That was actually all at once, not one by one. But it's fine. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks at me once more. Deadman, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Atsuki clean up their food. Hey, Deadman. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay!